He's preaching calm and sense at the moment, Ruben Amorim, and in the wake of what was a really big win for Manchester United. We saw the reaction from the players, and we certainly saw the reaction from the fans as well. It's a fourth Premier League away win under Amorim. This one, the one against Manchester City, Fulham and Leicester are the other two teams. So what can we read into it? Not just the result, Roy, but the performance of Manchester United.
Well, obviously, they had a little bit of luck today. They've scored 2 goals. Could have scored 1 or 2 more. They gave up a lot of chances, as lots of teams do when they play Liverpool. But he mentioned, again, the word belief. We look at Liverpool maybe losing it a little bit. Their belief that when they've lost 4, so for United to get back-to-back wins, the result here today, again, if you go into the training ground this week, United will be a better place. And that's it. There'll be different energy, there'll be different vibes. They've got new players who've come to the club, particularly attacking players. And they haven't got all that baggage, I suppose, from last year when it was really negative and the results and lack of goals. So now they can bring some positivity. But again, Brighton next week, another tricky game for United. But what we're finding out about certain players at United, now we've seen today with the attacking players, what you want at United as well, or whatever about their technical skills, is lads who are big characters and big personalities. And we're seeing certainly signs of players who are playing for Man United going, yeah, these expectations, and obviously expected to win every week, I think they're embracing it. They don't look they're shying away from it. Still loads to fix. Let's not kid ourselves either that United all of a sudden some top team, far from it. But they've got signs like they're a goal threat, and obviously last year particularly when you're not scoring many goals, they were constantly under pressure at the back. But now it just eases the pressure a little bit. When you come to players like Liverpool, you go, listen, we've got 2 or 3 goals in our makeup. Even Sunderland at home, 2 goals. If you get 2 goals a game, then they've got a chance of winning some football matches.
Manchester United's recruitment has taken a bashing over the years, with Cunha and Burmo, Lomans potentially as well, Senna Lomans in goal.
Made some big saves, yeah, of course.
Yeah, have they turned that around? Should they get praise, given that we've criticised them in the past?
You have to do, because obviously we know the importance of recruitment in football, and we've been slagging United off for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, saying who's buying these players? But all of a sudden you look at the attacking players and what they helped. The big plus for the attacking players they brought in this summer, they paid big money for players who know the Premier League. So they're used to, whereas over the last year or two, you're looking at United buying players a lot from abroad, quality, but they couldn't seem to deal with the speed and the physicality of the Premier League. But all of a sudden, you've got 2 players who are going to get you up the pitch. They're a goal threat. They'll deal with the demands. Their bodies are robust enough. Today was a physical challenge, and they dealt with it. They weren't rolling around. So that's a big plus. And when you're in a team, you've got a couple of star players top of your pitch. You think they can get us out of jail. It gives everyone a big lift. So it's a relief to the defenders, your midfielders. Say, oh, we've got some attacking players. We've all players with attacking players. Or even on a bad day, you go, hopefully they'll get us out of jail. And they kind of did that with United today, because United gave up a lot of chances. But if you feel every time the ball goes forward, someone's going to hold it up, somebody's going to go past somebody, or somebody's going to put the ball in the back of the net, that gives everyone a lift and a belief. And we saw clips of the United players in the dressing room there, and they're smiling, they're happy. What a great place to be. Success is good. Enjoy it, embrace it, but back it up next Saturday against Brighton, which would be another tricky game for United.
What have you made of Mbeumo and Cunha since they've come in?
Yeah, they look like top players, but they also look like they're good characters as well. We all know Mbeumo from obviously his time at Brentford. You sign players not just on the back of how talented they are, but what they bring to the dressing room, how they train every day, how they live their life. Cunha obviously has had their reputation, been sent off a couple of times, but I like a bit of devilment in a player. You know, you played with Eric Cantona. That's what he was like. You knew that you could get that genius, but sometimes you get a bit of madness that goes with it. He looks like he just looks right, and he looks complete in a Manchester United shirt. So good recruitment. As you say, the goalkeeper, you've got to celebrate that one as well. And whatever way you look at it, some of the players that they've decided to leave the club, like Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, for whatever reason, the club didn't feel that they were the right kind of characters. So they've not had them, and they've moved them on. So instead, they're changing that. And then you change the environment, and you change the culture at the club. Then you start to see that the young players, rather than looking at people that maybe don't conduct themselves in the right way at training, maybe turn up late, maybe don't give 100% in training, then things start to change. And that's what you're trying to achieve. That's what Manchester City have had. That's what probably Liverpool have had over the last few years, where they've had brilliant senior players, even if you take it back to the Jordan Henderson and James Milner and Virgil van Dijk. Good players, good people leading the way, setting the right examples, goes a long way in football. And I think that's why their recruitment is not just about signing good players, but also good characters.
And also, we talk about the players, but the manager will get a big lift from this. He's been under huge pressure, heavily criticised, attacked as a system, and not just the manager, his staff. They will go back, they'll get a bit of confidence from that. We can compete against Liverpool, but obviously we're going to do it week in, week out. So it's the lift for the staff, who've obviously been heavily criticised as well.
Well, what do you make of the system and the tactical nous of Ruben Amorim that has come in for a lot of criticism Does today show that it can work?
Well, no, well, it's still a long way back for United. Again, they've given up lots of chances. I'm not sure still about the balance at the back or whatever. But we talk about these big clubs. Man United is about top players and big characters, big personality, and they showed that today. And as I said, the couple of attackers they brought in, and the goalkeeper made some big saves today. That'll make a huge difference to him, absolutely. And they'll start looking at the table now, and all of a sudden you're looking, top 4, top 5. Have that belief and confidence that you can compete and start getting back to being a really decent team.